And welcome everybody back for round one of our 2024 State League, where we see the Northwest Wolves in action against the Manly Eagles. Norwest Wolves have just come off a very tight loss to the Sharks earlier today, and the Eagles had a chance to warm up again after being defeated this morning by the Northern Storm. Today's game is brought to you by Spacequake Sports, who are renowned for their quality coverage of multiple sports across Australia. At Softball New South Wales, we certainly appreciate their efforts in bringing State League to viewers who are unable to make it out to Blacktown. The commentary, might not be great because I was brought in a little bit late and Jamie has dished me for the 16s big HC role, but our broadcast will definitely be a lot better. So here we go. I'm yet to get a lineup yet for these two teams, but I'll let you guys know when I do. But it looks like we have Andy. Yeah, Andy Lau starting us off. And she's going to pop that first pitch up. Katie's going to call for it. Oh, just misses it. He lets that pitch go. Go for that outside edge, and he makes some good contact. So for the Wolves at the moment, we've got Alice pitching to Eisenman at catcher. And then he's going to hit it back to the pitcher, and it's a routine play there, 1-3, to secure their first out. So for the rest of the lineup for the Wolves, we've got Alice pitching, Jacinta catching. We have got Emily at first base, Sophie at second base, Caitlin at third. We've got a play here. 2 for 2 here for Alice. Off to a good start. Then we've got Tanisha Hall at shortstop, Emily in left field, Tara in centre field, and Isabel at right field. So a very strong lineup there. This is going to bring up Bella Lorenzo in the box with 2 out. She's going to let that first pitch go, but it's going to be called a strike. So we see Alice getting ahead early in the count here. Foul ball there, takes a good hack. It takes another swing. It's a foul ball, so it's going to be 2 strikes on her here with 2 out. And Jade Wall coming up to bat soon. And Alice takes the pace right off that one, but it's a bit high in the zone. And it's going to give Bella 1 ball and 2 strikes. See, the outfield is giving Bella a little bit of room here, out in left field and center field particularly. And she's going to go for that outside pitch, but doesn't quite get a piece of it. So that wraps up the top of our first innings. No runs scored. by the Manly team. For Manly, positionally, we have Allison pitching to Tilly. We have Kennedy at first base, Hazel at second base, Bella at third, Andy Lau at shortstop. And in the outfield, we've got Izzy Morris, Jade Wall in centre field, and Addison Kowski in right field. So 2 strong lineups. We've got a lot of great players here today. People that are coming up in the ranks in, the reps and the 18s program. And then, we've also got some Aussie players here who are represented in the Olympics. They've just come back overseas as well. So lots of great competition, and it's exciting to see so many individuals crushing it out on the diamond this week. And it's a great start to our first round of State League. So starting us off for the Wolves, we've got Emily, who is playing out in left field. Took some really great catches last game and definitely stopped some of those runs from Sharks scoring. Here she's going to take that first pitch, and Manly's going to start off with a good strike. Another strike for Ali here, 2 in a row. You see they're aiming for that outside edge. And Emily tries to protect that plate, fouls it off towards the right side. It's a 2-0 count. See them shifting again. Takes the speed right off, and it's a close call, but a little bit high in the zone. So it's going to be a 2-1 for Emily. Batting there, up high in the zone, lays off it, but a good mix of pitches. Gets after that high pitch, and it's fouled off. It's a 2-2 count here. I'm expecting a pretty tough game between the Wolves and Manly. Both very competitive, obviously here to play some enjoyable softball. But, both teams definitely looking for the win after their previous matches today. Just going to get after that. It's a foul ball. Another 888 ball added to the collection on the roof. So bottom of the first, strong first at-bat here for the Wolves. Another foul tip there. And it's going to remain 2-2. Popped up into the field of play. Secured the out at first base. Way to get under that. Sometimes it's a bit stressful when you've got the runner running towards you. But Kennedy does a great job. So that is 1 out for Manly. This is going to bring up Sophie Burnett to the plate. She gets after that first pitch and it's a great swing. You know, made contact, it was going. But Ali gets the best of it here. So that is 1 strike on Sophie. Leaves that pitch just a bit high in the zone for her. It's going to take it to a 1-1. Sophie had a great game last game with Sharks that I was watching. She made some great stops to second base and forced a couple of errors with the bat. Leaves that pitch there. It's a good pitch by Ali. Yeah, Tilly's calling some great pitches in the zone, really working those edges. And here it looks like they're going to squeeze her up again, and she's going to chop that ball away down the first base line. Leaves that one up in the zone. It's going to take it to a 2-2 count. Ali shoots it in and Sophie fouls it off. Over left field fence. Not in play. So 2-2, protecting that plate. Both of these first batters for the Wolves have had some long at-bats, chipping away, making Ali throw a lot of pitches this first dig. So it connects to another quite early. It's going to be a foul ball. Two count here, and she's going to pop it up into the field of play. Third base comes in under the ball. Has a great take there by Bella. Stayed calm, got on the ball, and secures another out. So 2 long at bats for the Wolves, but no one on base, and that is going to bring up Emily Simpson. She's going to start off with a great drive down left field. Does a bit of a slide to keep it in front. But, yep, going to keep Emily at first base. That was a great piece there. And a great stop by Izzy Morris as well in left field. It was a hard bounce. She really gets her body behind it. And you can see center field coming in to cover behind. And next up we've got Katie Wild, going to drive that ball for a foul down the third baseline. Katie Wild's definitely got a hot bat, so we'll see if she can advance this runner. She puts the ball in play. Izzy Morris running. Yep. They secure the out. Good communication there. We had Andy and Izzy running for the ball there from shortstop and left field. But they got the job done together, and that is 3 out for Manly. So that is the end of our first innings. We've had 3 great at-bats, 3 up, 3 down for both teams. So that takes us to the top of our second. And starting the top of the second league, we have EJ Wall coming up to bat. You can see the outfield definitely pushing their heels for this one. Jade was actually helping with their 18s trials the other week and did a fantastic job leading all the outfield drills and encouraging the kids during their fitness. It's great to see some of our, Aussie players, really inspiring and empowering the next generation of kids. It's good to have her in this competition too. Really brings a competitive nature to New South Wales here. So we see her leave that first pitch for a ball. And Alice is going to come back with a close pitch there, but it's a little bit outside and low. So Jade's got 2 balls on her at the moment. That's going to be a hard drive down the left. So 2 balls, 1 strike for Jade. Takes the speed off there. It's a good call there by Eisenman. She's been working really well with Alice in the circle. So that's going to take Jade to a 2-2 count. None on. Top of the innings. Jade's going to foul that off. You see the infield has shifted right to the back of the circle as well, or the edge of the dirt. Giving Jade plenty of room. She does hit the ball pretty hard and shows us that just now she hits it into the gap. Centre field's going after it. Jade's going to push it for a double and stand up easily. That was a good relay in by Tara Ferris. Nice clean throws. Keep Jade there at 2. That is going to bring up Trimmy. Where he's going to smack that pretty high. When you get under it, Jade is going to push it at 3. And she gets up cleanly. That was a huge hit by Trimmy. Just a little bit of wind and moving over. Great piece there by Tilly. Fouls it off. So Tilly, we've got a runner on 3. Looking to score Jade Wall here. Takes a big swing. Doesn't quite make any connection. Goes for that high pitch. See first base getting under and just makes that catch. A little bit of a stretch. Looked like the ball was spinning as it came down, but she secures the out. And that is going to be 2 outs for the Wolves. Great hit there all the way to left field. We're going to convert that run. And that is going to put Manly up 1-0. Great hit there by Allison. Next up we have Kennedy, runner on 1. And we're going to steal. They're going to go for that throw. they're not quite going to get the out there. Let's that pitch go. It's going to be a ball. So Talia with a 1-on-1 count. They're going to go in. She's going to swing and not quite get a piece of it there. Looks like they've got Mel Morris out at second base. Quite a quick runner, so any piece of contact looking to obviously try and squeeze a run out there. Goes for the inside pitch there, and it's a ball, so a 2-2 count. Here for Kennedy. Third strike, swing and a miss, and that is going to close the innings for the Wolves. So now heading into the bottom of the second. Manly currently leads 1-0. Leading the Wolves here, we have Tara Ferris. He's going to leave that first pitch, but it is going to be called a strike. Gets after that, high in the zone for another strike, so 2-0. Manly has secured 1 point here. The Wolves are going to want to try and even it up. Tara gets a piece of that, and it's going to go foul. So it remains 2-0. Count here for Tara, and she lets that last pitch slide, and that is going to be strike 3. So Manly secures their first out, and that is going to bring up Tanisha Hall, who had a great game last game with a couple good plays at shortstop and some good at bats. Allie's going to get ahead though and secure her first strike. That high pitch alone. We see the outfield has kind of shifted to the left a little. Tanisha is known for pulling the ball a bit. She can drive some really nice ones out that way. So we'll see what she does here. An interesting spin there. That'll be a foul ball. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on Tanisha here. They try to bring it into her hands, and she fouls it off down the left side. Tanisha gets a good piece of that. Safe into the right field gap. Went with that pitch. We saw it on the outside. And body moves with that pitch there, and she's able to get on base. This is going to bring up Isabel Lambert, who had some great at-bats last game as well on this diamond. Starts off with a strike. We've seen this weekend so far she tends to go deep in the count, so allows quite a few pitches to come her way. We'll see if she can move Tanisha around the field. Cold strike there, so that's 2-0. She'll get after that pitch, it goes high. And Andy Lau makes the out. Drops it on the transfer, so there's just one runner on base. Try and pick off that one. Didn't quite get off the ball, but plenty of backup. So no damage done. Now we have Jacinta in the box. She takes a swing at that and fouls it over the left field side. She'll let that pitch go on. Here we have a rundown. They're going to try and get this play. And do they secure the tag? They're going to call time and discuss it. Oh, that was great hustle there by Andy at shortstop. You see they're both in a sprinting race to first base, and Andy, fully outstretched, gets the tag. So that is 3 out for Manly, and that brings us back to the Wolves. Starting Manly off in the box with a 1-point lead for their team. I'm just going to let that first ball go. It's ball 1. Great pitch there, really clips the outside edge. Very good at really working those corners, trying to get the batters to go for pitches slightly outside of the zone. And there we see we go from an outside pitch and then choke her up on the inside for the second strike. third pitch. So 3 strikes there, and that'll be the first out for the innings. And that is going to bring us back to the top of our lineup for Manly with Miss Andy Lau. She gets a great piece there, good connection, and it is going to go foul. It's a great piece of contact though. Slightly early, we'll see if she adjusts in the box. Alice comes in with a pitch on the outside edge. That brings Andy to 2 strikes. And he makes a great connection there. Centre field gets under it. Looks like it is Tara out there who makes a great catch and brings up to bat Hazel. Hazel lets that first pitch go for first strike. So Hazel with a 1-on-1 count. She's previously played for the under-16s New South team. Makes a good piece of contact there, hurries to the base, and it's just going to get out. That is a great stop there by the second baseman for the Wolves, Sophie Burnett. Solid player there. She's been stopping a lot today. We're going to try and hit it to someone else. So Manly still leads the game here and brings up Jacinta. She pops it up and the catcher makes a fantastic play there. The ball was really spinning and she managed to just get under it. You see it on the instant replay here. Tilly, fully stretched, grabs that catch. Fantastic job. That is going to bring up number 16 for the Wolves. Which is our pitcher, Alice. Lets that pitch go, not quite in her zone. And we'll take her to a 1-on-1 count. Good movement there on the outside of the plate. Just misses that as she goes to swing. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And she's going to let that outside pitch go this time. It's a little bit high and out of the zone. 2-2 here. Wolves want to be selective. Just going to get after that pitch and foul it off. Good stop there by the catcher. So Tilly and Ali here. The battery for Manly, full count, 3-2. Alice is going to get after that high pitch. It doesn't quite make any contact, so it is going to be another out for Manly. So it brings us back to the top of our lineup. Great drive there for a foul ball. So we have Emily Horn up to bat. Emily gets out quite early for that pitch there. Pops it out towards the left. So that's going to be 2 strikes for her. Manly are looking to secure this out, keep their lead. And Wolves obviously fighting hard, trying to get on base. And they take the speed off there, and it's a close call, but it's a little bit inside. Sally doesn't quite get that one. And Emily is left with another life, 2-1. Or 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lets that one go. It's a little bit low. This one doesn't seem to like the low pitches here. He's laid off them a bit. They're going to choke her inside. She's going to turn hard, but Bella Lorenzo, safe glove there at third base. And that's a routine 5-3. And that will finish Manly's time on the field with no damage done. The score remaining 1-0 Manly's way. After making a wonderful play there at third base, Bella Lorenzo is now in the batter's box. And we see left field, centre field giving her a bit of room. First pitch comes in, she takes a hack, it goes towards the right side. We've got both runners, a bit of a collision there. That was a tight play there by Soph and the right fielder, Lambert. Both of them running out at the same time. Touches the glove but doesn't quite make it into the pocket. And that is going to bring Jade Wall up to bat. Ball's in the dirt. Lorenzo is going to advance to second safely. No throw over. And that puts her in scoring position, which is dangerous when you've got, Jade Wall in the box. So switch out the runner there. Looks like we've got Mel Morris out there. And they go outside on that high edge for Jade, but it's not called. She stays off it. low pitch there, forces a ground ball. It's foul. Katie makes a good stop there. And that's going to take Jade to a 2-1 count. Drives that ball into the center right gap. Morris is going to advance here. She's going to score, and they're going to hold that ball. So if doesn't throw it in, hoping to keep Jade Wall at second base, which she does. That's going to bring up Trimmy, and they'll hope to convert another run here. So Manly is now up 2-0. With Bree in the box. So lets that first pitch go. Good discipline there. Pops that up. So a runner in scoring position for Manly. Bree up to bat. We see Jade Wall taking an aggressive lead out there. But Trimmy leaves that pitch. It's going to take her drives that ball out into center field again, and they just get there. A really great catch there by the Wolves center fielder, Tara Ferris. We see her run quite a fair ways, you know, and then backhands, catches that ball on the run, and makes a quick throw into second base so that Jade doesn't have time to tag and go. So really great defense there by the Wolves. We've got Tilly in the box here, our catcher for Manly. We've got quite a few young players on this team. Tilly's one of them. Has been coming through the 16s and 18s programs, and it's great to see her on the field with so many incredible people. Gets a piece of that ball, it's going to pop up, and Tanisha is going to take that ball comfortably just on the edge of the dirt. So that is 2 out for the Wolves. First pitch strike there for Ali. With another strike here, so 2 out, 2 strikes, runner on 2, and up by 2. Slow, almost gets ankles. She's all good. Past that back, she had a good hit. And there's runs in scoring position. She has a good crack up the middle. Tanisha not quite in time to get there. It's a bit hard when it's driven that fast. So Jade Wall is going to score, and that's going to take the score up to 3-0 for Manly Eagles. So after converting a run, we have Talia up to bat. She lets that first pitch go, and they're going to go for an overthrow to second. Morris is too quick. Another pitch, Kennedy, let's go. On the high one. So the Wolves managed to shut down their fielding innings, but Manly was able to score off of Allison's great hit up the middle. So we'll see here if the Wolves can claw their way back and try to put some points on the board here as we head into the bottom of the fourth. Starting our offense off for the Wolves, we have Sophie Burnett, who starts off with a big swing. You know, if she's going to make contact with that, it's going. But gives Ali a good start here with a strike. Soph lets that one go, so it's a 1-on-1 count. Going to get that inside low corner of the plate. We see Sophie doesn't really like that pitch, but she's got to protect that plate now for the team with 1 ball and 2 strikes on her. You're going to go outside, force her to cast out, and she makes contact and keeps herself alive in the box. Tilly and Ali working hard here. And Sophie's going to drive that to the shortstop. And it's a great play there. Andy's made a couple outs at shortstop, safe glove. And that's going to start them off strong for this inning with 1 out. You see there on the replay. Stays low. Good throw to the first baseman. And on to the next batter for Wolves, which is Emily Simpson. Couple first strikes that we've let go past in both teams. Really helps them get in the groove, figure out the timing, and she's going to let that one go too. It sits up a little bit high in the zone, so it's not quite high pitch. Last at bat, she had a great line drive out to left field. And she does it again over left field's head. She's going to turn, get to second. And Morris and Lau are going to have a great relay in to hold her there. That puts her in scoring position with Caitlin Wild up to bat, which is a bit dangerous. Locals know that she can hit the ball far. So again, we see the outfield adjusting. And we'll see what Manly does here. Ali gets that first strike on Katie. Last time Katie also hit towards the left side. And she does again, a huge hard ball down the third base. Lorenzo's glove comes flying off But she keeps it on the infield. There's good backup there by Andy, and no damage done. Runners remain at 2 and 1. See here on the instant replay, Katie drives that ball, smacks it so hard, flies the glove right off Bella. Obviously good backup there. Alright, that's going to bring up Tara Ferris to the plate with runners in scoring position. She's going to load, go for that short game, and it's going to go foul. Tara goes for short game again. This time, Manly lets it roll out again. It did stay in fair territory for a little longer. Tara's quite quick, so definitely don't want to let it stay fair. She'll get on base. That is going to put her at 2 strikes with runners out there. Outside edge. So that is 2 out for Manly. That's going to bring up Tanisha Hall, who's looking determined. We want to convert some of these runs to stay in the game. She lays down a bunt. Ali gets it. And it's a close play, but they're calling it out. It was a great stretch there by the first baseman. And that will close this innings. So the Wolves were unable to convert the runs that the runners that they got on base, and Manly did a great job of keeping their lead. Tanisha almost got on there with a bunt, but just a little bit too far. He was there. So we'll see what happens in these 5th innings. In the box. Looks like she's going to go for that short play. We don't see the corners moving down for the Wolves team. So it'll be interesting to see what Manly decides to call here. And she lets that strike go. Hip high outside of the plate. That's going to take her to a 1-1 count. Izzy's been playing with Manly for a couple of years now, representing with the Opens and 23's Manly team. Oh, and they nearly get under that. That was a pop-up quite close to the fence. And the first baseman made a good effort, but couldn't quite glove it. So 2 strikes, 1 ball for Izzy Morris here. She's quite quick, so the field doesn't want to give her a chance with the hit. Another ball there for Iz, so 2 and 2. Alice working really hard here in the circle. Liesman. And they're going to pitch it outside. She pulls it around. Third base way towards Katie for another foul. Two and 2 count here. Alice gets her. So that is 1 out for the Wolves. Sits down Izzy and brings up Andy Lau back to the top of the lineup. And it looks like the Wolves are going to make a change here. They're bringing in Amy Tilley. Did a great job last game against the Sharks as well. Kept it quite close. Amy's just wrapping up her warm-up before getting back into this innings, where we'll have Andy and Hazel following her in the lineup. So 2 young state players that have got lots of talent and have shown quite a lot of potential out there on the field. And as we come to this top end of the lineup, the Wolves are really going to have to work hard to prevent any more runs from scoring. Starting off with a low pitch, but Andy leaves. Good discipline for the Manly side. Looks like they're going to go in again. Andy gets a piece of that, and Tanisha gets under it. So, a couple pitches for Amy and securing it out. That brings up Hazel Labrador for Manly. She'll let this first pitch go. That is a ball for her. She's made a bit of contact this game. She'll see if she can secure a safe hit, but the defense for Wolves has been really great so far. She'll hold back on that pitch as well, so 2 balls on Miss Hazel here. Hazel makes some contact to the shortstop, and it's very quick running. She's going to be called safe. Great hustle there by Hazel. And Tanisha tried hard at second base, but it looked like the speed came off that hit. Just the point where she wasn't quite able to make the throw on time. Great pick up there by the first baseman as well. Prevented Hazel from advancing to 2. And it's going to bring Bella Lorenzo up. They overthrow to second. The throw is a little bit high, and Hazel dives there safely. So again, Manly have runners in scoring position with Lorenzo up to bat. Lorenzo had that Texas Liga just before the pop-up between second and right. This time she goes to the left. Katie takes a great backhand and makes the play look easy. You see it here on the replay. Bella Lorenzo takes a good hack at this ball, but Katie's glove just too good. Stops that ball backhanded, gets her feet into position, and secures the out. we start off with a good foul ball there. So 1 strike for Manly here. And we take a hack there, pops it up between second and first. And Hazel's going to secure the out for Manly. So that is 1 out for Manly. That is going to bring us to number 9, which is Jacinta Eisenman. She's been doing a great job behind the plate so far. Takes a hack, doesn't quite make contact with that pitch. It's a bit high in the zone. Gets a piece of that one, floats up in the air, and gives Andy plenty of time to get under it and secure another out. So 2 up, 2 down. We're now up to, I believe this is Amy coming into bat. And we've also had a bit of a switch out there, so looks like Layla Giros is out in centre field, and they've sacked Jade Wall. So this will be Amy's first bat for the game, with 2 out already. I'm going to go inside on her, and she leaves that first pitch. Just getting her timing and getting into the groove for this at bat. No count here for Amy. She had a good hack at that one and fouled it off to the side. And they take the speed off that pitch, and she makes a good adjustment, waits a little bit, and then hits it to the left. The battery for Manly has been working quite well together. Tilly, who's only young, and Alison, who is a seasoned veteran of the sport, both working very well as a team. They give Amy a high pitch that she goes for. She stays alive. 2-0 count. And the Wolves are currently down 3-0 with 2 out. So they're working hard to try and put the ball in play and get on base. Ali puts a pitch quite high in the zone, and Amy plays off it. Going for that outside edge, and Amy gets her bat to it, tips it back. So fighting hard, quite a few foul balls here, but the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Going to try and choke her in on the inside, and Amy gets a piece of that. Another foul ball. Fighting really hard for her team here. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out here. Going for the outside. And she's going to hold, and make contact there. Off to the side. Amy Tilly fighting really hard in this box here. She wants to get on. And Manly's coming in inside. And another foul ball. Working really hard, going quite deep into the count, and it must be tiring, for Manly out there, especially for Ali having to pitch quite a few pitches to this one batter. So Both parties working very hard for their teams. And Amy gets a piece of that, and it's just fouled again. Really working quite hard here for the Wolves, and so are Manly. They're doing a great job. At the moment, they've got all of their youngest players out on the field as well, which is some really great experience for the kids that are all coming up in the from the under 16s into the under 18s programs. Working quite well here together. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 out here. Looks like they're going for that outside edge. Amy is going to do her thing and chip it off again. Amy's having a long at bat here. A hard fight for both sides. Here she goes again. Doing a great job in there. I wonder how many balls she's hit. I actually haven't counted so far. Here we go. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Going inside. Low, and she hits it into herself. So it's a dead ball in the box. Shake off the ankle. She'll get back into it. Ali's throwing quite a lot of pitches here, but the count still remains in her favour. This being Amy's first at-bat for the team this game, is disciplined and lets that ball go. We see it out on that left side. It's almost in the left-handed batter's box, that line, but it's still quite tempting when you've gone this far into the count. She shows great discipline there. Lets it go. So 2 and 2 here for Amy and for Ali. Go back inside. She's going to chip just under the ball and stay alive. This is surely going to be one of the longest at-bats for the tournament so far. Both sides are doing a good job. So the outfield has made some adjustments with where they're standing. And she drives it to right field. She's quite close. Is she going to make it? Not quite. It is safe. Amy worked very hard there, that at bat. Definitely earned her way onto the bases. That was a great stop out there in right field. We see here on the instant replay. Gets that low piece. And straight to the base. Just makes it, both of them fully outstretched. That's going to bring us back to the top of our lineup. With number 7, Emily Horn. She's going to drive that first pitch down left field line. Morris is going to stop it, and she is going to throw it into Isabel Lorenzo. And that's going to put the runners for Wolves at 2 and 1. So a 2-down rally with Sophie Burnett in the box, who's shown she's quite good at putting the ball in play and finding the gap. So we'll see if she can help convert some runs for her team. Ali starts off with a strike. Keeps the runners where they are, although both of them have got quite aggressive lead-offs. Really trying to push around the bases with only 2 out and come into the latter end of the game. Chips the ball off for a foul. That's going to take her to 2 strikes. 2 out, 2 strikes on Soph and 2 runners on. Nelly is going to bring it quite close in to the inside, but a little bit high for Soph. So she lays off it and tries to remain disciplined for the team. Tilly calling the outside edge. And Soph fouls it off. Smile on her face, looks like she's enjoying the day. It's actually a great day to be playing softball. It's not too hot, not too cold. We've had a little bit of rain lately and the grounds are doing great. So, happy days. Soph has a great swing there. Remains ahead with 1 ball and 2 strikes on this batter and 2 out. So 1 pitch to close the innings here, but Soph is fighting hard and she's going to turn hard on that ball, and it is a hard foul ball to the left. This is just going to check that in. We'll swap out the ball to hit the fence. Edge of my seat here, there's been some good at-bats so far in this innings, and the Wolves have got an opportunity here to catch up to Manly with runners on 1 and 2. Soph turns hard there. It's a drop third, but they secure the out at first base, make a good recovery, and that's going to keep Manly in the lead. So again, we had a couple runners on for the Wolves, but unable to actually move them around to score. And that is going to keep Manly on top. Yes. So a great innings there. We now have Layla Giros up to bat, and she drives that to second base, and Soph makes a great play. That was Layla's first at bat for the game. She has played in the under-16s New South side and has also made the Aussie squad with a couple of other players here, I think Andy and Tilly as well. But a very impressive play there by Sophie, who moved quite quickly to get there. Next up we have Bree, who lets that pitch go, staying disciplined in the box. Bree's had lots of experience. There's lots of people here that definitely look up to her. She won a couple of different state jerseys and has also represented Australia. And she drives that ball hard, like we know she can, and we'll get a single there. So Manly once again putting players out there on the field, and that is going to bring up number 15, Tilly, who's been doing a great job behind the plate. pitch. It's a little bit high in the zone. You see Bree out there running quite aggressively, gets all the way to second and has to turn back. So he slots that one out into left field. And Bree is going to get all the way to 3, standing up, and Till is going to move to 2 as well. So it was a great drive there, and great running by both ladies. That's going to bring up Ali, who has been killing it in the circle and had a couple of long batters last innings, which she had to go through. So runners on 2 and 3, scoring position. Amy goes in for the inside pitch. A little bit of an uncomfortable height there, but it's a ball. Oh, and Allison, it goes for the bunt there. And reruns all the way home, but sent back. Yeah, we've got runners on 2 and 3, so scoring position here. We'll see what they call. They'll get Ali to hit here. You see the corners are ready just in case there is a short play again. Looks like they're going to go inside, and she's going to smack that ball to shortstop. Tanisha's going to hold it. They're going to get that run. They're out at first, and that run is going to score. It's really put another one on the board. That's going to bring up Kennedy to the box. Talia's had a couple tough at-bats in her last plate appearances. But with a runner on 3, we'll see if she can help convert another run from Manly. They're up 4-0 currently. You see on the replay, Bree made it through. She held up with that ball that was hit to shortstop and then decided to go at the right moment. It's a foul ball there, so runner is held back at the base. And it looks like they brought in one of the Morris twins again to run. Talia gets a piece there, goes to the pitcher, and Amy makes a clean throw to first base to shut it down. So innings, we did have another run score for Manly, bringing the score to 4-0. And this will be one of the Wolves' final opportunities to put some points on the board. So we'll see if they're able to find some gaps in this field, although the defense has been really good for Manly so far. But you know, they've had a couple of opportunities with runners on base that they haven't quite been able to convert. So they're more than capable of making a comeback here. But we'll see what happens in this next innings. Leading off the Wolves here, we have number 17, Emily Simpson, who's done a great job at first base. We've made a couple good stops there. She's going to hold her hands on that slower pitch and get a foul ball down the third base line. So it's the bottom of the 6th here. This is the second last opportunity for the Wolves to try and catch up. And the Manly team has been putting through some good defense. The battery have been working really well together. Tilly and Ali. Emily holds her hands and drives that to left field. But Morris is out there. So Izzy makes a great catch there in left field. Nice line drive to her shoulder and throws it in easy. That is going to bring up Caitlin Wild to the plate, who has represented New South Wales in quite a few teams all the way into the 23s New South team, helping to captain the team. She's out there with a smile, and last at bat forced the error at third base with that hard ground ball towards Lorenzo. So the infield is definitely ready, particularly towards that left side. Katie's known to pull quite a few good ones that way. So here we go, 2 strikes here for Wild, and she's going to go with that outside pitch, drive it out into the center right gap, turn and go to 2, and she's going to hold there for a stand-up double. You can see the center field was shifted more towards the left because the last 2 hits have been in that direction. But with that outside pitch, she was able to go with it, drive it into that gap. And our right field was quite shallow close to the base. So Wolves have got someone in scoring position. And now we have number 3, Tara Ferris, up to bat. Who's had a couple tough at-bats. And she's going to let that first pitch go for a ball. Takes a good hack at that one. Last at bat, I believe Tara attempted the short game a little bit. Wasn't quite able to keep the ball fair. Looks like she's swinging away here. She goes for a high pitch, very eager to try and advance Katie out there at second base. So Ali gets in front here with 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fouls it off, stays alive. And they take the pace off that. It's a very close call, but it's quite inside. So they're going to give that to Tara, and that's going to be a 2-2 count. You see she's shortening up on the bat, making an adjustment to try and get as much control over her swing as possible. And isn't quite able to make contact with that outside pitch. So they sit her down, and that's going to bring up Tanisha Hall. Tanisha can be quite a strong batter, so with the runner out on second, Wolves are definitely looking to advance and score this one. She lets that first pitch go. Just getting her timing, and Ali gets ahead in the count. Swings quite early for that pitch there. You can see the Wolves are hungry to make some contact and to get on base. She's in on the line here, close towards the plate. Looks like they're going to try and choke her up here. She hits it up. Oh, and Tilly is unable to keep that in the glove. It's good movement, but couldn't quite secure it, so it gives Tanisha another chance. to put the ball in fair territory. Up and in. Tanisha fouls it off. Stays alive with Katie Wild out at second base. Ali and Tilly are working hard here. They take the pace off there. And Tanisha is able to hold just long enough to make a bit of contact and stay in there. So 0-2 here. Ali in front with 2 strikes on Tanisha. We're going to go for that outside. Tanisha's going to find the gap. And it's just going to go out of the center fielder's glove. Tanisha's going to push it for 3. Overthrow to the second baseman. And that is going to put a point on the board for the Wolves. So yeah, great piece of contact there. They've almost secured an out, but not quite. They had to run back a little ways. And there's a little bit of a bubble there by the second baseman. And here we have another strong hit. And this time, Layla keeps it in the glove. And wins the innings for Nelly. So Wolves were able to put a point up on the board. It's now 1-4, Manly's way. We had a great hit there by Caitlin Wild and Tanisha Hall. And here they all want to try and get 3 up, 3 down, and then get back into the box to catch up. But Manly on quite the roll. They've been able to find some gaps in the field. So it's been quite an exciting game so far. We'll see how it finishes off as we head into the top of the 7th. Top of the 7th innings for this game against Manly. And the Eagles. Oh. So Izzy tried to bunt there. Amy comes in, gets the ball, and throws it to first base. Izzy makes quite a tight play there by diving to the base and isn't quite able to get there on time. So the Wolves are able to secure their first out. Top of the 7th. And we're going to go back to the top of our lineup here. Amy, great rip to second base. Sophie gets there on time and takes the line drive. So that's 2 up and 2 down for the Wolves. That's going to bring Hazel to the plate. Let's that first pitch go for a strike 1. You know, taking their time in this at-bat. Last 2 batters have hit the first couple of pitches and gone out quite quickly. Hazel will take a swing and doesn't quite make any contact there. So Amy is in front now with 2 strikes on the batter and 2 out. This is their opportunity to sit Manly down with no damage done. But Hazel's going to fight hard here. He's going to make some contact and foul it off on the left field side. by Amy. Gets Hazel on the outside edge. And that was a quick innings for the Wolves. And they failed to get any runs there, but they've still got a 3-point lead, 4-1. And this is the Wolves' last opportunity to score some runs here. They've been quite competitive and persistent in getting runs on the bases. We've had a bit of trouble actually converting them around home. So this is their last chance to put some runs on the board and catch up to Manly. But Manly have shown some great defense out there this whole game. So our final opportunity here for the Wolves, we have number 9 starting us off, Jacinta Eisenman, who's been doing a terrific job behind the plate. She's going to smack that ball up towards right side. And Manly is going to secure the out there. That looks like it is Addison out in right field. Made a great catch, stayed calm, got onto the ball, and made the easy play. That brings up Amy for the Wolves. She had a very long at-bat last innings, or last time that she came up to the plate. And they start off with a ball. So bottom of the 7th here, and bottom of the lineup for the Wolves. And then we'll be heading back into the top with Emily and Soph. And this is their last opportunity here to make some magic. And Isabel Lorenzo makes a terrific catch at third base. Amy drives that ball hard here. And Lorenzo, her glove stays on this time and she secures the out. We see here on the instant replay, just drives that ball hard and full extension, forehand, makes that catch. Absolutely amazing by both sides. So Manly 1 out away from securing the win. And they drive this ball into left field. And it's going to go over Morris. Emily is going to advance all the way to 2. So a great piece there into left field by Emily. And that's going to bring up Sophie Burnett to the plate with a runner in scoring position. John Nilsson's taking a bit of time, talk to his batter. The infield for Manly's coming in together. And we've also just got to take it one pitch at a time. We see this in the second play. Look at how great that catch is by Bella Lorenzo. Absolutely amazing footage. Sophie Burnett goes for that high pitch there. And she goes for that inside pitch, just fouls it off. We see them really taking it one pitch at a time here. They've got a couple runs to catch up on, 5-1 here. And Sophie's going to drive that. Will it go in the hole? Andy Lau secures the final out. So that is a wrap. That was a great game by Manly, Eagles and the Wolves. The Wolves put up a great fight, but were unable to bring down the Eagles this afternoon, who have definitely played a great game for a convincing win. And yeah, once again, I would love to thank Sportsquake Sports Team who have provided us with such an outstanding coverage of today's games. You can follow their YouTube channel at Spacequake Sports, where they bring all the live action of Softball New South Wales State League competition to viewers at home. So yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you viewers as well, especially to all of you who had to endure my horrible commentary. Hope you've enjoyed watching today's game as much as I have. So yeah, see you later.